Good day and welcome back to MasterCAD Academy classes. In today's tutorial, we're going to learn about how to use some of the tools from the draw and modify sections in the ribbon bar area. Okay? So in front of us is a table which I prepared as an example sheet which will let us to practice some shape drawing as you see here. So here we have a rectangle, a square, a circle, a slot, an ellipse, a triangle, a pentagon, hexagon, octagon, and finally an arc. Let's draw our first section. Go to Draw section and click on the rectangle tool. Specify your first corner, then it will ask you to give the unit measurements of the length and the width of the rectangle. Here we see that the length is 7 and width is 5 units. So in rectangle tool, normally we enter the length unit first, which is 7, then type comma, then 5, then enter to get a 7 by 5 unit rectangle. Let's move to the second section. Now here we have a square which is the same shape as the rectangle, and we will use the same rectangle tool for the square. So select the tool, then specify the first corner. The square is easy since we have the same dimensions. So type 5, comma, then 5 and press enter to form the square. And it is the same size as the one on the left. We can always confirm the measurements using the tape measure tool. Here you can see it's 7 by 5 and the below shape is 5 by 5. You can check my how to use rectangle tool from the shorts videos which explains in detail how to use the tool and how to position the rectangle or the square, whether it is on the first quadrant, the second, the third or the fourth quadrant. Link is in the description below. Moving on, here we have the circle. The circle tool is at the draw section from the ribbon bar. So we specify the center of the circle, then move to the radius. Here it says R 2.5. So we just enter 2.5 and there you have it. So if we check with tape measure, you see it's 2.5 radius. Check for the circle short videos in the description box for detailed explanation. Alright, the slot shape is not as straightforward to draw, so let's first draw the ellipse, then we will come back to it. You'll get the ellipse tool here in the draw section. Then you will specify the center of the ellipse. Then specify the long radius. Here you will see the length is 6 units, which is the diameter. So the radius would be 3. Then it will ask me to specify the width, which is 4 units. And that's the diameter. So 2 for the radius. Press enter to form the ellipse. You will see the one we drew is the same size as the ellipse drawn. Going back to the slot, we are going to use the polyline tool which will allow us to draw multiple shape command with one tool. So first we need to draw the bottom line, which is, as you can see here, it's 5 units. So let's type 5, then enter. Then to change the command, we right click and you'll see different other commands. We want the arc command to create this part. So our arc, if we move up, you will see that it will draw the arc. Now you have to specify the radius, which is 1.5. So enter. Now, if we go back to the arc command, here we have to specify the diameter, not the radius. Okay? As you can see here, the hidden dotted line is the diameter of the arc. And we will type 3 because it's twice the length of 1.5 units. Then we want to go back and draw the line. Notice it's still on the arc command. So right click and choose line. Then we use the snap feature to take reference and snap on the end of the bottom line. Then move up and click to get the endpoint of the upper line, and it will align with the bottom one. Then right click and choose arc again and close the shape. Then you can exit the polyline command by either right click and choose enter, or hit the space or enter button to exit the command. Now we have the shape we drew in place. But as you may notice, we use different line properties to draw them. So let us change their properties to match with the one from the practice example. And to do that, it's simple. Just select the match properties from the properties section. Then go to the source object and click on it to copy its properties. Then transfer by clicking on the shapes we drew. And you can select multiple ones without the need to go back and forth copying from the source object. Okay? So before ending our session, we need to do one last thing. Now this is an engineering drawing, so we have to be a bit accurate in our positioning of the shapes we drew. So I need these shapes to be at the center of this section, the practice area, and also align with these ones. So how can we do that? We can use the line tool as a construction guide, so I can just click at the corner. You'll see that I have somehow managed to have it aligned. But let's say it was not. Let's say it was somewhere here. Let's say it was somewhere here. Okay? So here I can select the shape and type move, then select the tool and move it to the yellow line to align it to the left shape. So now I know that the rectangle is aligned. I can even draw a top line to confirm it. But I also need the shape to be centered to the practice area section. And to do that, I will type line and then use the snap feature to take reference of the first corner of the practice area. Then draw line and take the second reference of the second corner and form line, which is the same length of the practice area. Hover over the line and pick the midpoint and extend vertical line to the bottom end of the table to go through all the shapes we drew. If I select the tape measure tool and measure the length, you'll see that the yellow line has bisected the area into two. So now all we need to do is to select the rectangle and type move. Then remember, if we hover over the shape, the center will show, and we will click on it and move the rectangle to the center. Then repeat the process for the other shapes. That way we will have all the shapes not only drawn accurately as the practice example, but also positioned accurately, which is something important to learn as you master drawing engineering drawings. And believe me, it is important to establish order in your drawings, as they will appear more professional and better communicated to the reader of your drawings. Thanks for watching. In our next video, we're going to draw the rest of the shapes and maybe following it up with another video which will explain how to insert text in your drawings and assign dimensions to your drawings. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and let the channel grow, as there is a lot of exciting videos and a lot of content which will be beneficial to our fellow engineers and upcoming engineering students. Hit the like button and the notification bell so that you won't miss out our upcoming videos. Bye bye.